Here with Rhys Budd, the new recruit here at the Penrite Racing Empire Kawasaki team. Rhys, welcome back to the championship. Different colours, different bike. Take us through that.
Yeah, obviously it's not something you see all the time, but honestly I'm very excited about the opportunity here with Empire Kawasaki. So yeah, I've had a few weeks on the bike and honestly it's been very amazing. I feel like the bike suits me very well and is what I've been looking for. So yeah, like I said, super excited about the opportunity, and yeah, it was a bit unfortunate I had to sit out round 3, but we're back here for round 4 in Traralgon. You know, the track looks really good. We've had some rain, so I'm very excited to get underway tomorrow.
The $1 million question, why the change?
I just, yeah, look.
It's not something we often see in this sport,
yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, no, certainly. Yeah, I don't know how to put it in the words really, but yeah, this come about, and yeah, all I can say is I'm excited for the opportunity and all that stuff. So like I said, I feel like I'm at home here with the Penrite Oils racing team. So yeah, look, I'm excited. Track looks good. I've been really comfortable on the bike. So I've had two races, 2 sunny state races. I've put in some really good performances. So I just feel like it's a new type of confidence for me. So I'm really looking forward to go racing.
Is there an expectation change for you? You know, always when you go out into the track, it's, you know, you want to win, you want to be this. Is there like an added pressure this weekend to go, okay, you know, I've made a change, I've done this, I'm going to go show people what I can do with that?
Yeah, of course. I think there's a little bit of added pressure. I think just it's a big risk, you know. Yeah, it's a big risk that I've taken, and I need to go prove not only to myself but everyone else that I've made the right choice, you know. So I think that's the biggest risk factor, is not knowing how I was going to perform. But like I said, I've been riding and racing the bike very well, so I believe it's a right fit for me. And yeah, look, I believe I can be a podium guy. It's the first pro race with these guys, so yeah, I think I can be a consistent top 5 and push for the podiums this weekend. So that's kind of where I'm at. And like I said, I've been battling some of those Honda boys up in Queensland and been able to ride just with a lot of confidence. So yeah, I think I'll if I can get off the gate and put in some good laps, I think it'll be a good weekend for myself.
Great to have you back, part of the championship, Rhys. Good luck.
Thanks.
Ryder Kingsford, here we are back at the Penrite ProMX Championship. Hey, coming off a win for you in round 3, how you feeling coming into this weekend?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, 3rd round was good for us. It was good to get that win fair and square, you know, without any of that other stuff that happened at round 2. So yeah, it felt good. Just it was a solid day from us and the team. Like, felt really good all day, and yeah, no, I'm feeling really good coming into tomorrow. So we'll see how we go.
That's where I was going to go with that. You know, obviously you got handed the win there at Appen. You weren't satisfied with that. You wanted to go out there and beat Brodie Connolly fair and square. Now you've had that. Now you've done that. You're like, okay, we're just going to keep doing this. You're only a couple points out from the championship lead. Things are going in the right direction for you.
Definitely, yeah. Like you said, I didn't feel like I rode the best that day at Appen, and to be able to technically have the overall, it just, yeah, I wasn't satisfied, and it's just not the way that I wanted to do it. So to be able to come back out at Traralgon and at Gilman and get the win, it felt good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully some nice close battles again with Brodie, and hopefully end up on top again.
Traralgon here looks like it could be a little bit of a wet start to the day. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, we had a fair bit of rain yesterday, so we'll soon find out. But at the moment, it's quite windy, sun's out. I think it'll dry out a lot, and this track can hold a bit of water too. So if anything, it's probably for the better that we did get that rain. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good at the moment. But yeah, we'll find out tomorrow morning.
A final question for me. This battle you and Brodie Connolly are going to continue to have for the rest of the season. Is it a case of you can work out where his weaknesses is? Is it a case of getting the start? With this class, this battle, what is the missing piece to go out there and do it?
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to a handful of things. Obviously, starts help massively. I think tomorrow will be a really start-dependent track as well as we got here. So there's definitely a whole lot of things. Starts, endurance, sprint speed, and just minimising their mistakes. So yeah, I mean, me and Brodie, we train together every day. We're riding together. We know what one another does, and when we get on that racetrack, we like to battle hard. So yeah, I think there's definitely going to be a lot of combinations to get it done tomorrow. But I think, yeah, we've had a few good weeks off. Me and also the team have made some great improvements with the bike. So yeah, we'll move forward and hope for a good day.
Has that been a benefit to you, going to Beaton's Pro Formula, getting to ride with the person you race? It's very similar to Jed Beaton and Kyle Webster. Have you been able to learn little things and pick up things throughout the week that helps you on the weekend?
100%. I mean, I've been with Ross since I was 14, so I've been there for quite some years now. And I mean, training with the likes of Jed and Kyle and Brodie on a day-to-day basis. I mean, some people might not look at it the same way we do, but I think it's a great thing. Every day we push each other to be better. We always know where we're at, and you know, to be able to ride with Brodie every day, it's good. I think we elevate one another to another level, and I think that's starting to sort of show this year that we're the two contenders this year. And yeah, like you said before, it's tight at the top. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out there and racing tomorrow.
Thanks, Ryder. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Hey, Brodie Connolly, back here at the Penrite ProMX Championship. Look, the last 2 rounds for you haven't gone the way you would have hoped, but this weekend can turn that around. How you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. I've had a great couple of last weeks. You know, I've been able to get a lot more riding in, and yeah, I really enjoy this place. So obviously, I'm super excited for tomorrow.
First things first, we obviously got the the answer there with with Appen, and obviously that penalty. Your thoughts on that? Now we've finally been handed down. Obviously, you probably don't agree with that, but moving on with that.
Yeah, obviously, it's not something I can control. You know, their decision. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'll just know how to readdress that properly, say if that does happen again in the future. But yeah, hey, I'm not stressed about it. Lost a couple of points, but it is what it is, and yeah, we'll just keep it on the track.
And Gilman, for you, it's eerily similar with you and Ryder Kingsford both going down at separate times throughout those motos. Take us through that, and you know, leaving there with the thoughts on that.
Yeah, obviously I hate getting second, but it's my mistake. Obviously it's hard when you go down first lap. You have to work so much harder, and then I was I think Ryder crashed later on in the race as well, so I was able to make heaps of that time back up. And yeah, I thought I had a chance to get him with a couple of laps to go, but ended up coming together with a lapper, so that ended that. But yeah, just got to try eliminate some of these silly little mistakes, and yeah, make sure I keep concentrated.
I asked Ryder the exact same question, which would be the difference in this MX2 class is it just a good start? Is it sprint laps? Like, what is it that puts you up the front? From your thoughts, what is it that you need to win in MX2?
Yeah, I think getting a good start obviously helps heaps. But yeah, I think being strong at the end of the motos as well. You know, quite a few of the guys fade off a little bit. So yeah, I think it's just being strong throughout the whole moto and putting yourself in a good position early on will get the job done, I think.
Thoughts on the circuit we have here? It looks like it could be a little bit wet here in the morning, but it should form up pretty nice throughout the day. These conditions, I feel like, probably pretty similar to New Zealand, Brodie. Is there something you're looking forward to?
Yeah, obviously, I don't know. I got the jacket on. It's a bit cold, so it feels like home. And obviously, we ride not too far from here, and yeah, did a few days out at this place and really enjoy it. I think it'll get really rough, so yeah, it should be an awesome day.
Hey, Byron Dennis, here we are back at Penrite ProMX Championship round 4. How are we feeling? Coming into this weekend?
No, I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I don't mind this place. It's pretty good. Haven't really done too much here, but raced state titles here not too long ago, and felt pretty comfy and close to home. So pretty happy about that, and ready to get racing.
Championship-wise, it's been a case of it. I think just progressing better and better. You know, the result you weren't happy with back at Gilman there, crashing in that second moto. I know it's a little bit tough, and you know, points-wise, tying with Alex Larwood there. This weekend could be pivotal for you in points. What's the game plan?
I feel like these next couple of rounds, next 5 rounds we got to go, I feel like I've really got to make them count and take advantage of all the points I have on the table, sort of thing, and really make them count to put my best foot forward in the championship going ahead. So yeah, I definitely think it'll be a good turning point in the championship.
Not satisfied, like you said, in the last few rounds. Being on the podium this weekend, is that what you would think acceptable?
Yeah, I'd accept that, especially 2 solid motos tomorrow, and see where I end up. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the podium and looking to show all the hard work I've been putting in and let it pay off.
Track, I think, is going to be a little bit different than the state titles. Looks like it could be a little bit wet to start off with. Thoughts on the layout and what we have here this weekend?
No, I feel like it. Yes, it's a bit wet, but I feel like it'll it should be all right for racing tomorrow. Bit of wind and sun today, dry out, and yeah, I feel like it'll create a good racetrack.
Here with Nathan Crawford. Hey, back here at Penrite ProMX Championship. Season to date for you, third, 1 point in front of Luke Clout there. How are you feeling coming into this weekend?
Yeah, I feel really good. I think the season's been pretty solid. I've only missed the podium one time, so yeah, I think, like you said, 1 point in front of Luke. I think he's done the same thing. We've sort of split the one weekend I wasn't on the podium, he was. So I mean, it's good. I mean, yeah, I think we're a little bit closer to the boys this year, and I definitely feel like I'm riding better this year. My bike's definitely in a better position than it was last year. I've got Kenny from Factory Spec on board with my suspension this year, and it's been a great asset to me. So yeah, I feel really good. I generally seem to excel on tracks that I have never been to before. I've not long just turned up and the track looks amazing. So yeah, it looks kind of wet and sandy, and it's sort of what we've had up home in Queensland. We've been getting a lot of rain, so super keen for it.
When you look at the dynamic of the championship so far, it's really been, Jed, Kyle swapping and you and Luke.
Yeah.
Is that what it almost is that, almost that battle for the third step of the podium? I don't think you're satisfied with that. You want to go out there and win. You've had steps in the right, progression. What's it take to, to seal that and get that win?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a funny one for me. Like I said before, I think my bike's in a better position than it was last year, and I feel like I'm riding better than last year, but I still haven't got a win yet. It's coming. It has to. How do you knock somebody back that won't give up? So, yeah, I mean, if you look past fourth place, I guess, yeah, there's been a little bit of a gap, but you just can never, unfortunately, you just can't, expect that all the time. Unfortunately, we've got so many good riders, and at any point, someone can just jump back up. So, I'm not trying to sort of look at that sort of fighting for the third place on the podium. Even though it's only an 8-round series, it's still a lot of racing to go. And we've all been so consistent, to this point. So, yeah, just focusing on myself and put my best foot forward on race day, and it'll be what it'll be.
Second year with, the KTM team in the 450 role. Like you said, you've been a lot more comfortable with it. Has that been, a case for you? It's like, okay, yep, last year was learning, do this, go that. This year's year, I'm going to go out there and put it. Is that the expectation you put on yourself?
Yeah, for sure. Put in a lot of work after Supercross. Obviously, that didn't end the way I would have liked it to, but coming off an injury, put a lot of work in over the off season, and sort of just turned my bike inside out a little bit. With my first year last year, there was a lot of things that I, thought coming off a 250, sort of just trended in that to do the same thing to the bike as I would have done back then, last year. And I guess, yeah, obviously I had a good year last year and it worked, but I've quickly figured it out that it needs to be better, and I need to set this thing up differently to suit me a bit better. And I've definitely changed my riding style over the last 2 years on a 450, but I still ride it quite aggressively. And but yeah, it's all been learning last year, and then this year I'm really trying to put my best foot forward. It's hard. The two boys are just riding really well, and that's just how it is. There's nothing else to say.
Here with our defending champ of Kyle Webster. Kyle, welcome back to the Penrite ProMX Championship. 13 points. We got it down to 13. Take us your thoughts this weekend.
Yeah, no, it's slowly coming down. It's good. The last few rounds have been really good, and the last sort of few weeks of training has been awesome. So we've had a little bit of a stint in Queensland, going to ride Warwick and Toowoomba and stuff, and just broke things up a little bit. So it's been good. Really had a solid few weeks, and looking forward to getting into it today.
Starting to see a trend in what you guys do as a team is you'll try and go race the track a couple of weeks prior. Warwick, you guys have been there now. Toowoomba. Does that add to it? Give me your thoughts on that adding to the program, getting to race these tracks. You were here only a couple of weeks ago. It's something you guys do, and I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely very handy. You kind of know the layout before you go out for qualifying. A little bit of how it's going to form up, I guess. Warwick last weekend was obviously very muddy, but with the weather up there, we could very well have that for the National. So, no, it's good. I personally just really enjoy racing. Obviously, we have a fair gap in between most of our races, and we only have 8 for the season. So, it's a long time sort of between when you start riding in January to August to only do 8 races. So, I really try and just do as many as I can and keep the ball rolling, I think.
Are you satisfied with obviously getting it down to 13 by now? Back at Wonthaggi, if I told you that, would you believe me? Is that where you think you would be right now?
I'd like to say yes. You just never really know. Racing is one thing, but then obviously Jed and I have been so close in every single race this year, so it's always hard to say. But I'm very happy that it's down to 13. Really can't ask for much more with how it's gone, with how that second moto in Wonthaggi was. So it's a best case scenario for me at the moment, but there still is plenty of racing to go. So still just try and take it race by race.
This weekend's also signals the start of the Pro Motocross Championship in the US. We know how much you like it. The Quad Lock Honda team's there. It's your eve. Are we looking at it? Are we thinking to try and get around in here or there, Kyle? Is there something we're looking at?
I would definitely like to. I always try and bust Reeves' chops about it, but I think it's going to be hard to squeeze something in between our next few races. But I mean, there is 3 at the end of the year that sort of go straight after our last round. So if it works, I would definitely put my hand up to go and do it if the guys over there can do it and your Reeve would let me. But that's the plan. I'm going to keep trying to push him towards it.
Looking forward to watching the epic battle of Kyle Webster and Jed Beaton continue here this weekend. Good luck.
Thank you.